Okay, let's start a review. I finally got my drawing tablets working. My son helped me, but it's my beginning of using this, so I need to get used to it. So just bear with me. Let's see the first question. So the first kind of question is expressing an interval in set builder notation and graphing it on a number line. So example A, we have this interval notation, we want to write as a set notation. So how do we write that? We start with the left number, which is -3. With the open parentheses, that means no equal sign. Okay. Then write x as a variable in the middle. 4 ends with a bracket, that means with equal sign. So this is called a set notation. And usually we give a wiggly bracket to indicate this is a set. So you see x is greater than -3 and less than or equal to 4. So this is called set notation. Let's see. Let's just make an example if this is a bracket. All right. So we would need equal sign here also. All right. Let's see number 2. Absolute value. Now evaluate this one. Well, we see the first negative sign. The first negative sign has nothing to do with the absolute value sign. So we keep this negative sign. And inside 3 squared is 9. -9 is after the absolute value is +9. So this answer should be -9. Okay, inside this is a -9. But after the absolute value sign, it becomes positive. But however, we have this negative sign. So we get -9. 3, we want to make a table value to graph this. So we're given x value. So table like this. Then we just graph, make this is x value, this is a y value. X value we want to be -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Then we need to find the corresponding y value. So we just plug into this, right? If x is -2, -2 minus 1, that's -3. -3 squared is 9. 9 plus 2, we get 11. So you see we get a 1 point. -2, comma, 11. We plug in -1 for x. -1 minus 1, that's -2 squared. -2 squared is 4. 4 plus 2, that's a 6. So get a second point. -1, comma, 6. Now we plug in 0 for x. If x is 0, 0 minus 1, that's -1 squared, +1, plus 2, that's a 3. We have 0, comma 3. We plug in 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 squared is 0. 0 plus 2, we get 2. So we get a 1, comma 2 point. Then we plug in 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 2, that's 3. So this is called the table value. We have an x value, we have a y value. And together they give us 5 points. Right? So this is called the table value. So we give x value, we find the corresponding, we just plug in the given x value into the y equation for each one of them. Okay, let's see 4. Solve linear equations. So we have this linear equation, it looks a little bit annoying, right? Because of denominator. So what do? We multiply every term with the least common denominator. In this case, the least common denominator is a 4. So we have 2 terms on the left-hand side, 2 terms on the right-hand side. We want to multiply all those 4 terms by 4. So let's multiply the first term by 4. Think 5 over 4x multiplied by 4. You see, this 4 is numerator, right? But this 4 is denominator. So that means we have 4 over 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So 1 times 5 times x, that's just 5x. So let me write here. So when the first term, 5 over 4x times 4, we just left with 5x. The second term will have half. Half times 4, that's 2, right? Then equals to 2x times 4, that's 8x. Then minus half times 4, that's 2. So the equation after we multiply every term with 4, we increase every term 4 times larger. So now we have this new equation. But this new equation, we don't have to deal with the fractions anymore, so much easier. So now we want to combine like terms. So we want to move around. But because we have this equal sign, right? We cannot combine the like terms directly. So we need to move. We want to move 5x to the other side. Or same to say subtracting 5x on both sides. So if we subtract 5x from the left-hand side, that becomes 0. So same thing, we subtract 5x from the right-hand side. So 8x minus 5x, that's 3x. Equal sign stays. Now we want to add 2 on both sides. -2 add 2, 0. We add 2 on this side. 2 plus 2, we have 4. So I have 3x equal to 4. Now we're dividing by 3. Because we need to get 1x. So our x value, so our solution for this one is x equals to 4 over 3. Okay. Now let me erase all this. This may erase. Oh, let me erase. I have to. Okay, my first time using this tablet, drawing tablets. How do I change my eraser? I need my son help me. Jason, I need help. Okay. Oh, here. Oh, okay. I gotta go back to my computer to do this actually. Or isn't that clear? Clear all joints. Would you please clear all my joints? No, doesn't do it. Clear all my joints. Jason, I need help. Yeah, sorry. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to work with this. Okay, you see, now I need to erase all this. I need to clear this to make a space.
Mm-hmm.
What do? I try to use, yeah.
Oh, you try to use the eraser? Why are you using the zoom eraser?
So which one is this?
That's a zoom eraser.
But I'm trying to use this doesn't, oh,
No. What are you doing?
doesn't work. I don't know which one.
That's good. Why did you turn on the zoom like drawing board?
Oh, this room drawing, but because I need to erase.
Right? And then you erase this.
Oh, that's too hard. Because Zoom has a function to erase, all at once.
Well, another way you could do it is you could use a selection tool and select like everything. You draw a big enough circle.
Uh-huh.
Whoops. You can just delete. And that'll erase everything too.
Oh, okay, let me try this. Then do this one,
Mm-hmm.
delete.
Yeah. Or you can like right clicking is the same as using the button here. There's a button on here. Let's see, where's the mouse? Okay. Good. Yeah. Oops.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you so much. I'm sorry. Okay, all right, we need to move to 5. Okay, 5, life application. Let's see this question. All right. So the average score of 90 for 5 exams is needed for a final grade of A. Jill's first 4 exams were these 4 numbers, 95, 89, 78, and 91. So what grade does Jill need on her 5th exam to get an 8? All right. So first we need the average to be 90, right? To get an 8. So we add these 4 numbers. So we add those 4 numbers. Hold on a sec. So let's do this. Jason, I don't get this regular pen. I get this. Okay, let me try. Okay. So 95 plus 89. So how would I add those two? Because 89 plus 1 is 90, right? So that gives me 184. So I just borrow 1 from 95 to make 89, 90. Then 90 plus 94, that's 184. So let's write 184 here. Then I add 78 and 91. Well, 91 has 1 more, right? I give this 1 to 78, so that makes it 79. So 79 plus 90, I get a 169. Then I add those two numbers. Right, I started from the unit digit. So 9 plus 4, that's 13. I carry on 1. So 8 plus 6, that's 14, plus my carry on, that's 15. Then I carry on 1, so 100 plus 100 plus 100, so I get 353. So I need 1 more. Let's say the 5th grade, I don't know. Let's call it X, right? To make average of 90. That means I have 5 exams. The average is 90. So I just do 5 times 90. That would be the total score, right? Average is 90, multiplied by 5 of the exam grades. So that's 450. So let's just solve this linear equation. I have 353 plus x equals 450. So x just equals to 450 minus 353, right? So now we see 50, 53. So she needs 97, right? So 450 minus 353, that's 97. Think about 400 minus 300, that's 100. So we'll have 150 minus 53, that's 97. So she needs her 5th grade to be 97 to make an average of 90. So what did we do? We added the 4 exam grades that she has already. Then we do not know her 5th grade. We just see that's X. So adds up all the 4 exam grades, we get 353. Then plus the 5th one we call X equals to 540, 550, 450. Because average is 90 and the 5 exams. So we multiply 5 with 90, which is 450. All right, let's see 6. Exponents. Right, we have these negative exponents. There are different ways of doing this. We can distribute this -2 first into everyone inside the parentheses, or we flip the numerator and denominator first. So make this -2 +2. If we do that, so the numerator now would become denominator, and the denominator becomes numerator. So we have 5, x raised by -3, and y raised by -1, z squared, right? So this one was denominator before, but now because I changed -2 to +2, so it becomes numerator. And the numerator before becomes in the denominator. So I have 2x raised by 5, y raised by -1, and z raised by 6. Now maybe I want to simplify the inside. Let me change my color. Let me change this to be red color if I could. Oh, yes. Right. So the numbers, we cannot do anything because we have 5 over 2. They don't have common factors, right? but we have the same base. We have x raised by -3 and x divided by x raised by 5. So let me write the equal sign here. So 5 over 2, I cannot do anything. So what do? I have 5. I still have 2. I still have the big parentheses. I still have it raised by square. But I want to simplify the same base inside. So x raised by -3 divided by x raised by 5. I have x raised by a in the denominator. Let's make sense of this. You see, this is x raised by +5, right? So I could think this x raised by -3 should go to denominator. It becomes x raised by +3. Because negative exponents, right, goes to the up, it's the inverse of itself. So x raised by 5 times x raised by 3. How many x multiply itself? I have 8 of them. Or I can think 5 plus 3, that's 8. But it's in the denominator, all right? X raised by 8 in the denominator. Well, now y. I have y raised by -1, y raised by -1 in the numerator and in the denominator. So I have something divides itself that always becomes 1. Anything divides itself becomes 1. So y term disappeared because it's simply cancelled. So z squared divided by z to the 6, right? Because the denominator has a big exponent, so what I do is I do 6 minus 2, I have z to the 4th power in the denominator. So the numerator, I only have 5. The rest just becomes 1, multiplied by 1, multiplied by 1. Because y raised by -1 divided by y raised by -1, that's 1. Right? Z squared is gone, becomes 1. 5 times 1 times 1, just 5. So usually I don't write multiply by 1, multiply. Whenever I multiply by 1, I just don't write it. Right? Now I can square. So after simplify the inside the parentheses, I can apply this square now. So this square applied to everyone inside the parentheses. So 5 squared, 25. So in the numerator, I have a half, right? So that becomes 4. X raised by 8. Now 2 layers, x raised by 8, x raised by 2 again. So 2 times 8, 16. Then z raised by 4. 4 times 2, that becomes 8. Okay, so the answer for this 6a is 25 divided by 4x raised by raised by 16 z to the 8th power. Okay, that's 6. You may simplify inside first, then switch. Okay. Let's see 7. Converting between scientific notation and decimal notations. So scientific notation requires some a multiplied by 10 raised by b. So a has limitation. A has to be greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10. Okay, it cannot go over 10. It has to be less than 10, but it could be 1 or greater than 1. B can be any number. B can be negative, B can be positive. So A is crucial, okay? A is crucial. A is from 1 to 10, not including 10. Well, let's see this number. We have 7 million multiplied by 0.0034. So first, let's multiply 7 with this 34 first. Let's not care about the decimals yet. So we do 34 times 7. 4 times 7, 28. Carry on to 3 times 7, 21. Plus 2 carry on, 238. Right? So we're going to take, because A has to be greater than 1, less than 10. So we can only take 2.38 as 8. I'm talking about this 8 here, all right? Scientific notation. The first number has to be in between 1 and 10, so it has to be 2.38. Now let's count the decimal places. So here I have 4 decimal places. So I would need 4 zeros. I need to cross 4 zeros here. So this 4 zeros means we basically is 10,000. I mean, I need 4 zeros, right? I need 4 places to offset these decimal places because this is 1 over 1, 2, 3. Because you see, 1,000 times 1 over 1,000, that's 1. That's how we offset those two, the decimal places. So what's left? So I have 1, 2, 3. I still have 3 zeros and 1. So I still have 1,000. So 1,000 is 10 raised by 3. Right, 1,000 has 3 zeros. That's 10 raised by 3. So the first one we write as 2.38 multiplied by 10 raised by 3. And this is called scientific notation. For B, we divide this to 8. So 5.2 divided by 2.6. It's a nice number. It's just 2. Then multiply by 10, 10 raised by 10 to the 5th power, divided by 10 to the 3rd power. So we do minus, right? We do 10 raised by 5 minus 3, which is 2, right? 5 minus 3. Why is that? Because 10 to the 5 power means I have the 10 multiply itself 10 times, 5 times. And the bottom, I have 10 multiplied by itself 3 times. So I cancel 3 of them. Oh, you know what? I need to go to my class, yoga class. So let me finish this. Then I'll keep recording tonight, all right? Trying to finish by tomorrow. So the answer for B is 2 times 10 squared. Okay. Now, Jason, I need your help. I need to stop recording this.